Crisis, Brink of Nuclear War. Welcome to Time Frame, where we explore pivotal moments in history that shaped our world. Today, we delve into one of the most intense confrontations of the Cold War, the Cuban Missile Crisis. This event, which unfolded over a tense 13 days in October 1962, brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. In the early 1960s, the relationship between the United States and the Soviet Union was marked by deep mistrust and competition. The Cold War was in full swing, with both superpowers racing to build their nuclear arsenals. Tensions reached new heights when Cuba, a small island nation just 90 miles from Florida, became a focal point in this global struggle. In 1959, Fidel Castro led a revolution in Cuba, overthrowing the US-backed dictator Fulgencio Batista. Castro's new government aligned itself with the Soviet Union, which alarmed the United States. The fear of a communist regime so close to American shores prompted President John F. Kennedy to take action. As the situation escalated, the United States began to gather intelligence on Soviet activities in Cuba. In October 1962, U.S. reconnaissance flights revealed that the Soviets were secretly installing nuclear missile sites on the island. These missiles could reach major U.S. cities in mere minutes, and the threat was clear. Faced with this alarming discovery, President Kennedy convened a group of advisors known as the Executive Committee of the National Security Council, or ExComm. The atmosphere was charged with tension as they debated their options. Some advocated for a military strike against the missile sites, while others urged caution, fearing that such an action could lead to all-out war. Ultimately, Kennedy decided on a naval blockade, which he referred to as a quarantine. This would prevent any further Soviet shipments of military equipment to Cuba while avoiding direct military confrontation. The world held its breath as the U.S. Navy prepared to enforce this blockade. As the days passed, the standoff intensified. Soviet ships approached the blockade, and the potential for conflict loomed large. On October 27th, a U.S. U-2 spy plane was shot down over Cuba, raising the stakes even higher. The situation was at a breaking point, and both superpowers were aware of the catastrophic consequences a misstep could bring. In a dramatic turn, Kennedy communicated with Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev. Through backdoor negotiations, they reached a compromise. The Soviets agreed to dismantle the missile sites in Cuba in exchange for a U.S. promise not to invade the island and the secret removal of American missiles from Turkey. The Cuban Missile Crisis ended, but its impact was profound. It marked a significant moment in the Cold War, demonstrating the importance of diplomacy and communication in averting disaster. The crisis also led to the establishment of a direct communication line between Washington and Moscow, known as the Hotline, to prevent future misunderstandings. As we reflect on the Cuban Missile Crisis, we recognize the fragility of peace during times of tension. The world came dangerously close to nuclear war, and the lessons learned from this event continue to resonate today. Thank you for watching this episode on Time Frame. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more engaging content on historical events that have shaped our world. See you next time.